All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Welcome to episode 2 of, you know what, I don't even want to be positive right now. I just freaking lost. Welcome to episode 2 of Road to the Championship for Fantasy Football, but I don't even want to be positive. This week I played so freaking good and we still lost. We could read the recap and be depressed, but we'll just go through it ourselves. What really screwed me, honestly, really badly was, if you look at our opponent, they had Javon Reed. Bro had 38 points. Dak Prescott only had 13 for us. CeeDee Lamb only had 13 for us. Joshua Palmer had 3.5. The point is, we took a bad, frustrating L. We outperformed. And then if you look at the whole league, I always do this shit. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but still, it's frustrating. If you look at the league, I would have beaten this guy. I would have beaten this guy. I would have gotten destroyed by this guy. I would have beaten this guy. I would have beaten this guy. Would have beaten this guy. Would have barely lost to this guy. Would have beaten this guy. Would have beaten this guy. I would have barely lost to this guy. Frustrating. But going into our team for this week, because that's, at this point, that's the only thing I can really focus on. Going into our team this week, we're still going to start Dak. That's going to happen. CeeDee Lamb's obviously going to start. Stephon Diggs obviously going to start. Zay Flowers, Devon Achane, Josh Jacobs. All those guys are locked in. David Njoku has a high ankle sprain. That is a problem. Obviously, he's probably not going to play this week. Xavier Worthy against Cincinnati. My biggest concern with Xavier Worthy, in all honesty, is more so the fact that he had 2 touchdowns and limited touches. Now, you have to be excited about his big playability, but his floor is clearly low, which is concerning, obviously. Joshua Palmer is not starting this week after what happened last week. Just no. DeAndre Swift looked pretty good, but the Bears offense did not. So for those reasons, until Caleb Williams kind of gets it together, gets into his groove, I can't really foresee myself starting DeAndre Swift unless there's an injury or a bye week at the moment. Now, hopefully, Caleb Williams gets it together so DeAndre Swift can do his thing, because he looked pretty solid. Chase Brown, Bengals looked all sorts of out of whack, so I'll hold on. Caleb Williams, I'm going to hold on. Braylon Allen, I'm probably going to cut. Greg Dortch, I'm definitely keeping. And then Seattle defense against New England, I'm definitely keeping. But I think the only cut we have this week is Braylon Allen, and we're probably going to be looking to get a tight end just until we see how long David Njoku is going to be out. So going into the players list, this is going to be important to see who we can find. First things first is we're going to be looking at Isaiah Likely, and I have Zay Flowers, so I'm a bit concerned about, what getting Isaiah Likely would look like. And obviously, I only have $100 in my budget to spend, and to spend a lot of it on week 1 is not ideal. We're actually going to go to one of my more favorite places, The Score. Okay, Fantasy Waiver Wire week 2. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Obviously, guys like Jordan Mason are going to be on here. Baker Mayfield's on here, but we're not looking for a quarterback. Running backs, J.K. Dobbins. I believe in my league he got drafted. I'm positive he got drafted. Okay, Jordan Mason. Christian McCaffrey was a surprise inactive on Monday night due to the calf Achilles injury. He's also questionable for week 2. I'll put in a claim for Jordan Mason. For wide receiver, Brandon Cooks. I'm not going to have Brandon Cooks, Brandon Albert, Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb. So for those reasons, I'm going to be out on Brandon Cooks. Anything else, tight end, Isaiah Likely, $19. I was thinking about spending like $25. To be honest with you. Despite playing fewer snaps and running fewer routes than Mark Andrews, Likely turned in 9 receptions, 111 yards, and a score in week 1, and it could have even been more. Based on their respective playing time, Andrews isn't going to go away just yet. It's also possible that injuries that held Andrews out in August contributed to his slow start. Regardless, Likely proved to be a much-needed playmaker in the Ravens' passing attack and will be counted on this season. That scares me, though, in honesty, because that is something that I've seen people talk about. Is Mark Andrews and his snap count and his routes ran. He definitely is the tight end one as far as the coaching staff saw it. But after this performance, does that change? I'm gonna. Damn, I really want to get Isaiah Likely on this squad. I'm gonna spend the 19 that's suggested because Mark Andrews does scare me, and I already do have Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson throwing the ball versus Lamar Jackson running the ball. He prefers to run the ball clearly, so that could scare me in terms of fantasy outlook. What were the snap counts? You know, NFL snap counts week 1. This is something that's definitely important, and I didn't even think about doing that right away. Snap counts on anyone. Greg Dortch had 61%. Michael Wilson had 80%. That's pretty gnarly. Terry McBride, 85. Okay, Falcons. What was Kyle Pitts' snap count? 96%. Oh my gosh. Darnell Mooney, 95%. Interesting. I don't think Darnell Mooney's available. I'm positive he's not available. Yeah. No. He's not available. Let's double check though. Just because that is a lot. Yeah, he's not. That is a lot of snaps. Okay. All good. Ravens, Zay Flowers, a lot. Isaiah Likely did have 66%. Okay. Moving forward to Bills. What was Kincaid at? That's a big deal. 84%. Okay. Panthers. I don't think I'm trading for a Panther. Wow, Deontay Johnson only 66. Oh, there was a blowout. Okay. Bears. What was Swift at? 70%. I'm excited for Swift, honestly. Once Caleb figures it out, Swift could do some serious damage. Bengals. What was Chase Brown at? 33%. Ooh. That is very drop worthy. That is very, very, very drop worthy. I might have to reevaluate Chase Brown. Cleveland Browns. Okay. Expected. Cowboys. There was a blowout, so this isn't really as important. Although Rico Dowdle 44, Zeke 51 is something to take note of. Broncos, Cortland Sutton, no surprise there. Javonte 52%. Lions, Jameson Williams 85% is really, really good. That is really, really good. Although I gotta see where Xavier Worthy is. 63% for Xavier Worthy is super solid. 63% in his rookie game, bro. On a Patrick Mahomes team. Okay. Anything else that I need to see? Texans, I had Stephon Diggs, 77%. Okay, cool. Packers, I had Josh Jacobs. 70% is lower than I'd like it to be, but he's the guy over there, so that's not a problem. Lions, for anyone that wants to see that, Amon-Ra had 98%. Damn. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery was basically a 50-50 split. Alec Pierce had 84%. Oh, man. Interesting. But you do expect Michael Pittman to get some sort of volume increase because he didn't do jack. Jags, Brian Thomas, 77. More than Christian Kirk. Okay. A lot of... See, for Joshua Palmer, I have 81, and that's why I'm not dropping Joshua Palmer, is because the volume's going to be there, you'd imagine, but damn, that was a terrible week 1. J.K. Dobbins, 58. Rams, Tyler Johnson, 65, but still had more. So I think Demarcus Robinson is probably the better look there. But Puka Nacua did go down, and then Tyler Johnson got plugged in, so maybe not. That's a watch and see kind of thing. This one, Madison got the bigger load. Dolphins, Achane got the best look there. Okay. Anything else? Vikings, Patriots. Patriots, out of curiosity, who the hell's KJ Osborne, Demario Douglas? Nah, Vikings. For anyone curious, Najee had 56%. Van Jefferson had 72%. Okay, that's actually surprising, but no one's excited about the Steelers, so it's kind of that. Tony Pollard carrying the backfield there. Okay, that's going to wrap this up. Very interesting news on that snap count stuff. Put in a bid for Isaiah Likely. Put in a $1 bid for Alec Pierce. This is probably where we're going to start this week, assuming we get Isaiah Likely. He goes into the tight end. If we don't, I'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know how you guys are doing in your fantasy league. As always, this is I'll Even Different. I'll Even Different. And we out.